No?
Okay. I think Elias is okay.
What I would tell you.
I think a new facility is
Running president of the HOA.
It helps a lot.
going to be key, because otherwise it's just a vicious cycle.
You think,
There's things you can't correct because of space constraints and.
my observation looking at the other shelters is they've really divided the functions. There's the front of house, which they try to make really nice and more like a pet store environment, nice window casings, and the animals are they're on display, and the public can go through them anytime. The way, and then they have the back of the house where where they've got the stray holes and everything, and probably the less public part of it.
Wait, where is that? Where are you seeing that why is that less part of it? People can still walk through at many of the shelters and see the stray holes.
But it's not, they're not setting it up to kind of showcase the animals. I'm not saying they're preventing it, but anyway, so if you think about the way this shelter was designed originally, the same area that if you go to these other shelters, they've got really nice walkways. The public interacts or acts in a different location than the staff. They're usually in the back, access the kennels. We can't even open the shelter till later because that same walkway that our customers go down, those are the walkways where you've got water hoses strung out, washing everything down and disinfecting everything. So you have to kind of close it down because we have this one common area for everybody to use. And so you have to close it down, try to do all the work, and then open it up.
Everyone has that issue, though.
No.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you go and visit the other shelters, yes, they do. What? Then I would like an example of what shelter. Ask them what shelter.
That's a kind of a little bit of a struggle for us. Yeah, and we're trying to use the common area for both things.
But I think it's just, it's so out of date with it being open to the heat and open to the cold, and I mean, it's like a dungeon.
It is.
Pretty much is what it is. So I think a new facility is going to be key, but I would like people like us that care about animals to be maybe on that committee to, be on the know on what's going on, etc. Another idea I have for the building of the new shelter to raise money is selling bricks on the walkways that people
most
can.
Most of the other shelters are selling
stones or bricks.
They have like the interaction rooms that you can buy sponsorship. Some of them are like $5,000 for sponsorship for this.
Some of them have little stores where the people can buy their collar and their leash right away to take their animals home.
Plano, actually, they've got a senior citizens group that comes in and actually makes toys. They sew toys and everything on site to sell in the store.
So what are you guys doing to mimic things like that? I mean, these are all great ideas, but they're all been ideas. I mean, we've all, as a community, brought ideas to you guys that nothing has been implemented. I mean, you guys talk and have all of these great ideas, but nothing's ever implemented.
You have some space to do it, for one thing.
You have space to have people bring in toys? I mean, I've asked to bring in toys. I work with special needs kids that will help make baskets to bring in to the shelter. So not only are you helping animals in need, but you're helping special needs kids turn on a deaf ear.
And I've offered to volunteer and was told no.
Well, can I have an answer to that, though?
I think what we're trying to do is the Paul's Ability group down there, they are oftentimes trying to get volunteers, and we don't want to try to steal them away. We kind of let that be the volunteers.
No, you blame landlords. You say, oh, you can't volunteer here at the shelter. You don't want us in that shelter to see what's going on. We know, you go in there. Okay, you can just shake your head and do all this little stuff to me, like you all do. But you haven't seen the last of me. I will be around for a while. So, okay.
Well, why are the volunteers being turned away from the shelter?
They're not set up for it.
Yeah, we're not set up for it.
Well, not only that.
Typically, if you go like.
Why can't people come in and walk the dogs?
If you go to some places.
Liability.
If you go to some places, They have a very structured program. They have volunteer coordinators. They treat them like employees. You have to apply, go through a background check, and then they have training programs. And they train in whatever color shirt you wear or your badge designation allows you to do whatever you've been trained to do.
That's something that could be done now,
Yeah, in
before a new
fact,
shelter.
what we're doing is we're requesting through this next year's budget as a volunteer coordinator. Somebody has to do all that. And so we're trying to get something in place as opposed to just, people coming in and doing this whatever. And so it's just like, when you open a business, you got to have somebody overseeing things. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Well, why are the volunteers allowed at the adoption center but not at the shelter where the issues are at?
He don't know.
Who does know then?
He's in charge of everything.
I'm not going to put up with that.
Well, but who knows? I want to know who knows. Who am I supposed to ask about that then?
I just told you we're kind of
Mr.
set up
Bradford.
for it.
They're not.
Well, but why are they allowed to at the adoption center but not at the shelter?
Well, that's kind of their program. Why don't we allow volunteers? We kind of steer them toward the plausibility.
So, as you know, we pay the lease for the adoption center.
Yeah.
So we wanted to send everybody over there because we're paying to have that building open.
But the
It got to
problems
the
are at the
point-
shelter.
It got to the point that they didn't have enough people, enough volunteers to keep it open. So we were paying for a building that we couldn't keep open. So that's what we try to focus to keep that place open for that reason. Now, if you want to volunteer, stop by on Monday. And we'll talk. We'll do a brief interview, see what you can do for us. We always need someone greeting at the front desk, if that's something that you can help us with. We have actually done it in the past. I've only seen you. The first time I saw you was about a month ago.
Okay, well,
So you haven't seen the things that we've been doing prior to that. And all the
because
changes
you
that
haven't
we-
seen me doesn't mean that I've not been there. I
Well,
mean,
I
you follow
work
me
there.
you follow me on Facebook. You see the videos that when
I
I'm
don't
there.
follow you.
Well, you know a lot of information. You
don't
emailed
follow
me.
you.
You emailed me telling me about the Facebook.
Because other people send me screenshots.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
have
I
them
don't have
tell
a
you
Facebook account.
screenshots of the videos that I'm posting when I'm there.
Okay.
So I mean, to say that I'm not there, I'm sorry that you don't see me.
So-
I'll make an appearance to come to your office, but I'm there a lot more than you're giving me credit for.
No, what I'm saying is the first time I ran into you was about a month ago, maybe
Okay.
a month and a half ago. I'm talking about the last 5-7 years. We've implemented so many different things.
I just
And
want the
like
animals
told you-
fed. I want the
told
animals
you,
fed.
You'd be more than, if you don't mind doing that, just being a greeter. We'll do an interview with you. We'll train you as far as, some of the basic things, how to direct people around, basically get you familiar with the shelter. Yeah. If you don't mind doing laundry for us, we always have the need for laundry. We just spent almost $1,000 purchasing one of those professional cameras to take better pictures of the animals. If that's your skill set, we need volunteers.
But then why are
No.
you turning them away?
Meg, one of the things that we're doing, once again,
You say you need volunteers, but then you turn them away. I don't know how that is compatible.
your idea of volunteers is you going in there and telling us what to do. That's not what we need.
I sent in volunteers that were turned away. Jason has emailed me saying that we're sending them to the adoption center. You guys tell me that volunteers can come. We want volunteers, or we welcome everyone. Blah blah blah.
Specific volunteers, specific people. Like I told you.
We need people to do what we want them to do, not
Exactly.
what they come in.
They come in and ask to volunteer. Tell them what to do instead of turning them away.
I'll tell you what, man, if anybody else that goes
Okay.
out there, send them to my office, send them to his
Happy.
office. We'll
Happy
find
to.
something. We will find something for them to do.
Appreciate that.
We always need people to do laundry. We always need people to greet people, visitors at the front desk.
Can they be doing anything with the dogs as far as cleaning out
They can walk
picking
the
up?
dogs,
Okay.
just like
Okay.
everybody else. All the adoptable animals, they can walk them.
Okay.
They can help us take pictures while they help them outside. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I
Yeah.
can do the greeting because I have arthritis in my spine and I can't do a lot of cleaning.
That's fine.
No,
Cages
that
and-
alone. We last year we had a citizen and she got injured, but she did it for us for almost a year. Lisa Clark, and she was great. Eventually she became very familiar with everything that we did. She got familiar with the city ordinance, so now when people showed up with questions, she was actually able to answer those questions.
Well, I
So
worked
yeah.
at a Fortune 500 company for over 25 years, so I should be good for something.
Special traffic enforcement program.
Yeah, definitely. Just come on in. We'll sit down with you, trying to get do a brief interview, see what your skill set is, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
We're very flexible, so we're not going to force you to a specific schedule. Whenever you can come in. We'll try to identify peak hours so you can help us during those times. But yeah.
Okay. And then another question, is there ways we can get like PetSmart or Hollywood Feed or all those companies to maybe donate toys that will have the dogs use their minds and give them something to do to
I have
alleviate their
donations.
stress.
I have the donations if you guys will accept them for toys in the kennels.
Well, my
Or
priority,
is
like I
that
told you in the emails,
Isn't that an
I'm
issue
waiting for the
for
cooling
chewing
fans and
them
the
up
piranha
and
beds.
choking?
Yeah, and we have,
That's,
I mean,
that's the reason why we stayed away from the toys. Is
And
because
we have, I mean,
we're
we're,
not there
that's
at
fine.
night.
Patty
They
has posted
tear
about the
toy
corona
up,
beds
we're
and
not
they're
there to
being,
monitor. We don't know
people
what's
are raising
going
for
on.
them.
We've
I
always
mean,
avoided-
that's gonna
the tennis
take,
balls, all those rip up, they go
she
in our
just
drains and
posted
they
about
clog
that,
up.
No,
I
I
think
thought
last,
you were the
That's
one
kind of
doing
why we
that, so-
stayed.
well, it
stayed
sounds
away
like
from
she had
But
talked
like
to you,
dental
and so I went to
bones
post
could be
again, and
donated
I'm not
for
gonna
their
double
teeth,
post
you
for
know,
that.
their
Who cares?
teeth.
If that's being taken care of, if someone else
We
can,
could
I
do
can delegate
treats,
that, or
like
someone else
dental
is gonna take
treats
that
would be okay.
responsibility,
But
absolutely.
we try to stay away from
And so
toys
we've been
because
working
once
together,
that
and we
toy
have,
goes into that
I
animal's kennel
can't
and
speak
that
how many
animal
beds we
gets
have
sick,
at the moment,
we
but
can't use
we've,
that ever again. 'Cause then
we
we're
have
gonna get
quite a
another
few
animal
beds,
sick.
and then
So
we're
that's kind of
doing
what
the
we're
cooling fans,
limiting
but we have a
exposure to
donation,
other
what I'm
sicknesses.
saying is we have a donation of
Protection
toys.
for dogs.
Can those be used?
But if it's like
We'll
a
look into
dental,
that.
like
We'll
a
look
dental
into
treat,
that.
then
I'll
we
get back to
can-
you.
yeah, like the
When
greenies,
can
yeah,
I
like
expect
little
an answer
dental
with that?
treats, then yeah, we can give
Next
those
week
to
for
them while
sure.
we feed them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then when I go to Hollywood Feed next week, I'll ask the store if they'll donate some.
Yeah, what I was talking
Those
about
were-
when, was it Plano where they had the senior groups that were making the animals and all? What they were
Correct.
doing is they were making them not for the animals there, they were selling them through the pet
Through-
store.
through the pet
When
store.
you adopt or you can come
If
down.
you want to donate, and we'll donate, we'll give those toys out to someone who adopts an animal. You know, it may be an incentive to somebody. Like if you give
That's
them,
what we did a while
there's a
back.
basket of toys.
We were giving
But
them.
why can't they be in the
with an
kennel?
adoption.
Well,
That's-
Because
Yeah.
it can only be used for that dog, and then if they choke on something overnight,
But-
then there's nobody there to take.
Well, I'll be
care of
happy.
it.
Well, they don't go in overnight. Irving does and Plano does, where they'll put toys in the kennel throughout the day. And I can have, I mean,
But they can't go from one kennel to another
Correct.
kennel because of the pathogens.
correct. I mean, that's,
So
I feel
while
like
she's there working with the animals, she could bring,
No, right now, the main thing that we need is if she's more than welcome to take the animals out, take them for a walk, take pictures of the animals.
We've done that
if-
somewhere. Y'all
Exactly.
been walking some dogs?
She does that.
Yeah.
Donna does a lot of that, Donna and Kathy.
and really promoting the dogs on
yeah, Kathy
next
will send us the
door.
photos of the new ones, and we use those to replace the old photos.
Mm-hmm.
She's been doing that for a few months. She's there. Well, I've seen her once this week, but she's usually there 3 or 4 times a week.
And what newsletter were you guys talking about?
If you send me an email, I can forward it to you.
Or you can give me one on
It's-
Monday?
Yeah, I can print one out for you, but this is
You
something
don't
that.
have them like on a counter?
No, this is something. It's an electronic newsletter.
Oh,
Who gets
So-
that?
If you want to register, we can send one to you. It's just
have
it's just
Probably if they're on Facebook. Can they register on the Facebook?
exactly. If you just go to our Facebook or Animal Services Facebook page, we'll post it every month. Typically, the first week of the following month.
Animal
The newsletter's on the website
Services
too.
Facebook page.
Correct.
Okay, because that'll be interesting too. But as far as the planning for the new shelter, consider, some of the things that I've said and,
Sure. Yeah, that's,
you know.
we're shooting for the stars on this deal.
Because it'll be another, 50, 60 years
Yeah.
before another one
Yeah,
gets
that's,
built.
Correct.
that's,
I want to ask you, you said you had 90%. Why was the 10% killed?
Different reasons.
What, says what?
They were too sick. Some of those were dangerous animals that either killed another pet or left a citizen in the hospital in the emergency room. A lot of times it's space. Right now,
Oh, it is space.
yeah. I mean,
Is that the
every
number one
shelter-
reason?
No, that's not the number one reason. No,
What
that's
is-
probably the last reason.
Okay, what is,
All right,
that's fine,
The-
I'm just
the
asking.
primary reason I would probably say sickness.
A lot of there's owner requests that come into.
A lot of people they bring us animals that basically
they can't
they're,
afford
they,
it.
They're
they
at the
can't
end of their
afford
life and they want
exactly.
to-
They're
This
at
is
the end of their
where-
life. They bring them to
This
us.
is what I've asked you before. I've asked Jason. When these people owner surrender, and when you find out why they're surrendering this pet, if they can't have the doctor or they can't have the food to feed it, there is organizations that help these people out. And that's when the person that's sitting at the desk should be able to tell the people,
Yep.
owner surrender, and that would cut
A
some
lot of those animals are. I mean, those animals that they're at the end of their their cycle. I mean, it's
All right, you're talking about old animals or whatever on that, but when you said dangerous animals, I read your report every month.
okay.
I never have seen any dangerous animals. I've seen one, and whatever that poor soul did, the people did not.
It left someone in the
protest.
emergency room fighting for their life. That's what it did. There was 4 this last quarter. That's why I
You
put
had
that
4
in there.
dangerous animals this
Correct.
month?
In the last quarter, that was in my
Last
presentation,
quarter.
which is the last 3 months.
Okay. All right. That's why I was asking you, because I was gonna send an open records request, asking why you killed the animal, and the breed, and the color, the age, and the reason why.
Yeah.
But
Ms.
I
Wickersham,
think-
we
I think
honestly
people
try to make
surrendering
it.
a healthy pet, they go into,
This
into the
happens
adoption
often
area.
that somebody will surrender an animal and they'll say, hey, I want to humanely euthanize this dog. We'll do an evaluation of that dog, and once they sign it over to us, it's our property.
You don't have to put it
no,
down.
no. At that
No, you
point, we
don't.
make that decision. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we actually put them out for adoption. We reach out to rescue groups. We try to get them out. I mean, once again, you've been following this department for the last probably 10 years or so. You've seen the difference. It's a big
Well,
difference.
it's better than when the other director was there, let
Exactly.
me say that.
Well, it's getting better.
But we
And-
still
and-
got the head honcho up here.
Doing a phenomenal job.
everything.
Please,
who's the head
please,
honcho?
what world do you live in? Do you live in commerce too? Huh?
who's the head honcho?
He's the director, Jason.
Oh. I'm new, so,
Come see us. I guess that's the best. The state showed up yesterday, and
They did.
they
yeah,
did an
they sure
inspection.
did. They sure
And they
did.
gave you a glowing recommendation.
They sure did. Feel free to file an open records request with them as well. I mean,
I will.
not one single deficiency. This is the authority that oversees all municipal shelters.
Did they
So,
question the?
by all means,
did they
there's no
que-
better way than you just showing up in the shelter
Did they
for
question
yourself
the
and seeing.
vet? Did they question the vet?
Why would they question the vet? They didn't see any
Because I filed a
deficiencies.
complaint on her, that's why.
But they're not the ones that.
They don't follow
Oh,
up.
so this is a different group that came out to check the.
This is the authority that
What was this,
oversees.
zoonosis?
Correct. The SHS.
Okay. Well, this has been informative, for sure. And
Come and see us. I'd love to sit down with you.
will
And
you
see
be
how you
there in
can
the
help us.
afternoon?
On Mondays, I'm usually there till 6 p.m.
Okay.
So if you
I'll probably
typically,
come
I take my
after
lunch
lunch.
break at around noon.
I'll come
So
after
anytime
lunch.
after 1 o'clock, you'll definitely see me there. And if you send me an email, I'll make it a point to be there. If you let me know what time you're stopping by.
Yeah, it'll probably be after lunch,
Yeah, I'll be there.
like around 1 o'clock,
I should definitely be there. 1:30 for sure.
1:30.
Correct.
I can do that.
Good deal.
I'll be the face of the shelter temporarily.
Go for that, and hopefully you'll be there for years, not just a week like, a lot of people. It is what it is,
Well, but if you have an environment that people want to come to, then they're going to stay. There's people that don't even like going in there and haven't adopted because of the conditions that the animals are left in. So if you have an environment that fosters people wanting to be there and fosters the community and communication and animal care, then people are going to want to come. They're going to want to be there.
Come see us on Monday, then you can make a decision for yourself.
Well, I
guess that's best.
just adopted a couple weeks ago.
How was your experience?
Yeah, tell them about your experience.
Well,
Why you adopted.
because of all the horror stories I've heard.
Well, did you see those horror stories when you walked in, though?
Well, I was kind of looking for a dog and not paying as much attention as I should have. I have to admit that. But I found a little Chihuahua, and I named him Peanut. But his neuter was bloody and ugly looking because he licks. So we're getting to the bottom of that. He's still got a stitch that we can't get out, so I have to get him back to the vet and get that taken care of.
Do you know how long he was at the vet or at the shelter?
I think about 6 days.
Okay.
And he had a cough, and our vet thought it was from the trach tube. that had been put down his throat during surgery. But that cough has finally gone away, so, and my other dogs haven't caught anything, so I don't think it was like a contagious or anything. But he's a little sweetie. I never thought I would have a Chihuahua. I have a Ridgeback mix, I have an Aussie Cattle Dog mix, I have a Bichon Pomeranian mix, and a Chihuahua.
Well, you cover the gambit.
And the Chihuahua chases